Hello everyone, thanks for joining me for another one of my videos. Now I did say I was going to do a bit of a review, if you like, of the Lamb Lies Down in Broadway box set that's come out. Time is so short at the moment that I can't really do it justice, but just wanted to say a couple of things really. I got the vinyl set, which is a beautiful thing actually. It's really nice quality. I don't like the purple around the edge. I don't know why. I think it detracts from the kind of imagery to have that there. I don't know what colour I'd rather have had, but there you go. Maybe black might have been nicer. But certainly the vinyls inside, the records inside, nice quality sleeves. I won't bother getting it all out. You've seen loads of unboxing versions of the thing, I'm sure. But anyway, you've got the original album, of course, remastered, exactly exact copy of the original gatefold sleeve and insert in inner bags. And then there's a nice triple live album from the Shrine Auditorium live show, which is excellent quality, I have to say, excellent sound quality on the records. So it doesn't disappoint from that point of view. They've used the version with the remade vocals, which I don't like, but other than that, it's great to have that. I've got a few bootleg versions of it. In fact, I've sold a couple of them not that long ago, so it's nice to have this official one if I ever wanted to go and listen to that on vinyl. And it has got the encore tracks as well included on it, which is nice. The book, I think, is really superb. I really enjoyed the book. I mean, it took me 10 minutes to read it, but it's what you really want from a book. It's got some great photos, great sort of previously unseen photos to me. You know, they're in the studio and all around the time, and the sort of information that you get in the book. It doesn't deal with the music really. It's just the interviews and the quotes from the band. But it is interesting. You can see that there is a genuine admiration and fondness for the album, even if Banksy is never really satisfied. So yeah, and then we come to the Blu-ray. So at the bottom you've got the sort of book, and then under the book you get this nice fold-out card sleeve, which has got the Blu-ray disc sitting inside it, and then you've got a replica of the tour program, a poster, and then a replica ticket, which on the reverse has got your download card. If you want to download the, I think there's demos. It's nicely done. It's nicely done that. Now the Blu-ray was the thing I was most interested in, because I wanted really to listen to the Dolby Atmos version, because for me, to sit in a room and have the music surrounding me in what is a story that I really get involved in, I lose myself in the story, the music takes you along, carries you through fantastically. So to have this in a kind of surround sound, Dolby Atmos sound was something I was really looking forward to. So I think what I would say on that is, I don't know technically what the difference is between Dolby Atmos and Dolby 5.1. I'm sure there are technical differences. So my Blu-ray system downstairs is a 5.1/7.1 system. I've got it set up with 5 speakers. So I played it on that, and it was weird. I have to say, it was weird. In many places it sounded completely different to the stereo version. So you're hearing lots of things that you wouldn't normally have heard. I mean, Phil Collins' backing vocals and Gabriel's double backing vocals sometimes are much more prominent than the actual lead harmony vocal. Lead melody vocal, and at other times you're hearing lots of different instruments instead of the lead instrument. Now, I think this is possibly due to my setup, and I do need to spend time maybe rejigging it, but it was a weird experience. I also should say that I was listening to it whilst I was standing up doing the ironing, because there's no time in this house for sitting down for an hour and listening to a bit of music unless you're doing something like that. So I was doing the ironing and pretty much towards the back of the room as well, so I was nearer the rear speakers than I was the front ones, but nevertheless I could tell what was coming out of each speaker. So there were some of the weird things that happened was Cuckoo Cocoon, there was no whoopee. So it disappeared. Now, I'm sure it's there. I'm sure it's there. It was not there. And on some of the other tracks, in fact quite a few of the tracks, instead of blending into the next one, there was almost like it stopped and started again. Now, this isn't song separation as you'd normally have, but it was, I mean, as an example, at the end of In the Rapids, when it goes into it, so he says, it's not your face, it's mine, it's mine. So obviously at the second it's mine, you've got the synthesizer which goes up and then holds it, and then it does the same when we go into it. Well, in that difference, in the first one, when it does that, it's quite quiet, and then when it goes in the second one, it's really loud. So it doesn't sound as if it's the same thing continuing, which is really off-putting. Now, it may just be that different things are coming out of different speakers. I've got my setup completely wrong, and if I ever have time to look at these things, I will try and do that. But it was off-putting. Once it got into the track, great, really, really superb, fantastic sounding thing. And I mean, Carpet Crawlers was one of the tracks that sounded really, really superb. Quite authentic to the original one, but it's still hearing lots of other things, and like really clear and mesmerisingly good. But for me, a lot of the other tracks, I didn't write any notes, which I should do really if I'm going to do a proper review. I appreciate that, but so I haven't written any notes, and it's just kind of from memory of what I remember. This was a few days ago. So I will want to do it again and check my setup, but there may be people out there who's just writing at the moment, this guy's an idiot, he doesn't know the difference, it's not going to sound right if you haven't got a Dolby Atmos setup. So if that's the case, then I'm an idiot, but everybody knows that anyway. So I just wanted to say what what my experience was of playing it on my system. Still enjoyable system experience, and the great thing is, of course, you can play it from start to finish without having to get up and change the disc. So for me, it's got a massive benefit of being able to just stick the Blu-ray on and yeah, listening to it all. And what you also want to do really is turn the volume up as well. So trying to farm the wife off to her sister's for a few days, and if that ever happens, then we'll have a bit of fun listening to it properly. But in the meantime, we'll carry on with what's coming through. And what is coming through are some really interesting bootlegs. So next video will be to show you some things that have come through, and there's other things that are on the way. There are certainly things that seem to have possibly got lost in the post at the moment, which we've got people frantically following that up in Europe as I speak, but fingers crossed they'll come in eventually. But there's certainly some stuff that has come through, which I'll show you next time. And so there we go. So that's all I want to say on this one. Thanks for watching. If you are thinking of getting this and you haven't got it, do get it. It's an essential work of musical art that should be in everybody's collection, and this is a suitably deluxe celebration of its 50th anniversary. And if yes, do anything near this for topographic, I'll be more than happy. But we're not counting our chickens. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again for the next one.